Welcome to today's lesson, which is taken from your Reading and Writing Book 3, Unit 2. We will be studying today Vocabulary 1, which is on page 30. We'll be looking at these 9 words: balanced, which is an adjective; be made up of, which is a phrasal verb; sensitive, which is an adjective; identify, which is a verb; recognize, which is a verb; system, a noun; likely, an adjective; at risk, which is a phrase but has the meaning and function of an adjective; and typically, which is an adverb. Balanced, mutawazin. This is an adjective consisting of parts that are in the correct or pleasing proportions. So we can say that this is balanced and this is unbalanced. If I eat different types of food, meat, fish, fruits, vegetables, rice, I can say I have a balanced diet. I eat different types of food. Balanced. Be made up of. يتكون من. This is a phrase, a phrasal verb, and that is to consist of. So we can say water is made up of H2O. Be made up of. Sensitive, hassas. This is an adjective, and that is something that's easily hurt or damaged by something. So we can say my teeth are very sensitive. I cannot drink cold drinks. Sensitive. Identify. This is a verb. يتحقق من, and that's to recognize or be able to say who or what something is. Identify. يتحقق من. Can you identify the red man? There he is. Identify. Recognize. And this is to know who someone is or what something is because you have seen, heard about it before in the past. Recognize is a verb. يتعرف على. So look at these 6 words from different languages. Which words do you recognize? As for me, I recognize yes and na'am. I recognize these 2 words. I've heard them before. I've read them before. Likely. Muhtamal. This is an adjective, and that is meaning probable or expected. Likely. So you are likely to be late for school if you sleep late, like this man on the PC. You are likely to be late. You are likely to miss the bus in the morning. Likely. At risk. في خطر. This is a phrase. It's a phrase with a meaning of an adjective. In danger. At risk. في خطر. We say smoking puts people at risk for cancer. At risk. في خطر. System. This is a noun. نظام. That's a group of things or parts that work together. System. This is a communication system. System. Typically. عادة. This is an adverb, and it means usually or normally. Typically. عادة. Mandi is typically eaten at weddings in Saudi Arabia. typically. Okay, so after this, we will do activity B. We will complete 9 sentences using the vocabulary from reading 1. You may need to change the form of the word or phrase to make the sentence grammatically correct. So we may need to change the word here, recognize, and add S. If the subject is he recognizes with S. If the subject is he, she, or it, we need a present simple S. Or we may have to change a phrase. This phrasal verb be made up of. We may have to change it from be to is. Is made up of if the subject is he, she, or it. Okay, let's look at number 1. I did not the taste of the dessert at first. It took me a minute to realize that it tasted like pistachios. So the first thing we need to look at is what part of speech do we need? Do we need a noun for this space, a verb, an adjective, or an adverb? We find this out by looking for grammatical clues. And for number 1, did not is a grammatical clue because after did not comes a verb. So we're looking for a verb. Secondly, we need to find the correct meaning that suits this sentence. Number 1. And for that, we have to look for keywords. And the keyword here is realize. And we also have to understand that the context, the siyaq here shows us that is something that I knew before or tasted before, and now I realize what it is. So therefore the answer is recognize. I did not recognize the taste of the dessert at first. It took me a minute to realize that it tasted like pistachios. Recognize. Number 2, water, hydrogen, and oxygen. Let's look for the grammatical clue. Water is a clue because it is a subject in this sentence, a fa'il. So therefore, we look for a verb because after a subject comes a verb. After a subject comes a verb. But which verb? And that verb has to have a meaning that agrees with this context clue, hydrogen and oxygen. So hydrogen and oxygen come together to make something. So we know the answer is water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. Number 3. And in number 3, I've helped you with the grammatical clue. The human digestive includes the mouth and stomach. It helps to change the food we eat into energy. So this here, human digestive, is a clue. It's an adjective. So therefore we're looking for a noun. Which noun? The noun that agrees with the clues. And from the clues here is change the food we eat into energy. It's a nizam. It's a process that changes the food we eat into energy. So therefore the answer is, of course, system. The human digestive system includes the mouth and stomach. It helps to change the food we eat into energy. Excellent. After this, please complete 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So please pause the video now and we'll check your answers later. Well done. These are the answers for this activity B, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Please check your answers and see how you have done. Thank you again for listening today.